two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. Seems like when these two get together, it's always a slugfest, and Alabama won a close one last season.
Yeah, it was Alabama that finished out the 12th round in that slugfest, too. It usually seems like the team that lands the last big haymaker wins, and that was the Tide last time.
I think that's why it's so important getting out the gates early. Both these teams know each other, don't like each other. Get out the gate strong.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And right down the middle. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paula. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. The kick is on its way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Now the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Hill. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And the big fella showing off the hands a little bit. He's a guy that you use him for blocking a lot, but showing the versatility there with the catch in the 1st down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Lacy. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Great running backs consistently make people miss. And he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Right back to the well. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Horton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Green. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hoover. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Spins away from the defense. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run, it's Riley. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Russell. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the run. They need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the ground, it's Lacey. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Rush is on him. On the move, he fires. Got his man all by himself. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Got a man. It's Durham.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Grab near the marker is Anderson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He'll be shoved out of bounds, but a nice pickup there to get them away from their own end zone.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Russell. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Still looking on the move. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down. Tempo and overdrive. quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hill. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turns.
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Quarterback gets the first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back. It's Russell. Unleashes one deep. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with the completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's moving out of the pocket. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the 1st down. Nice play.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He might want another play. The toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Northwestern.
They're working that left side.
Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Caught near the sticks. It's Nicholas. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Anderson. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. That's caught, it's Williams. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that third down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires left. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bama. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Release to the back. The short hands, it's Dura. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU quick to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Here comes handoff. Keep working on that clock. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Right on the money. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the